Previously on Final Fantasy XVI. Ask about the hideaway. Things aren't too bad. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and a apprentice that knows his hammer from his... What? Apprentice that knows his hammer from his... Oh my god. Why is that funny? It's like something out of Game of Thrones. Oh. That is the most Game of Thrones piece of dialogue in this whole game. He knows his hammer. He knows his hammer from his. I'm just. That was good for a laugh. Oh, the game almost perfectly synced with the music that we were playing in the background. All right, home sweet home, 40%. Let's do this. Okay, I probably should read through the entire thing where it explains how everyone is connected. But truth be told, first thing in the morning, no. No. We can come back and read the relationships between people later.
I tire of the classics.
Where are we at in the story? We just got home sweet home with a 5-year time skip. After a 13-year time skip. So, we're at home sweet home with a view. Actually, that is a nice view. That is a pretty sweet view. This feels like New Zealand. Oh yeah, this feels like New Zealand. There's mountains everywhere. Just getting to know the new place. Yeah, we just got here, like 10 minutes ago. We just unlocked the vendor and doing the very first missions.
Sorting those reports yet?
Cool. So I can read the relationships between characters a bit later. First thing in the morning, let's play some of the actual game before we get buried in the books, because no one wants to get buried in the books first thing in the morning. All right, let's go, go, go. And I've definitely loaded up the game where I didn't spend all my money on alcohol. Right? Does it show me where my money is? God can hope. I'm gonna find out. If it's completely blacked out, it means I don't have any money.
What can I get you, Sid?
See, I've got my money back.
Don't
Good.
be a stranger, Sid.
Good stuff. All right, we gotta go to the shelves.
Have we any more?
Cool, cool, cool. Loving to be part of your community, bro, and keep up what you do best. Thank you, Mutterer. Have you voted yet? I think you have. There's a vote on Discord. Voting chambers. Next reaction. We finished Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh, Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
But if it's invincible, why can't I see it? Sins of Zemeckis. An illustrated history of the twins. Volume 4. Tales of the Founder. Morte de Olivier. My god, too many books, and we're surrounded by water. Yeah, you voted? Unfortunately, my top vote wasn't winning. That's why we get 3 votes. Hopefully the highest common interest wins. This guy's still alive?
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of Anaximander of Canva, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Ballistia's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence. either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
He's basically
You're not
Google.
too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Moogle nuts. Is it drugs?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
I need to see where Gab's at. I know
I'll be
he.
back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
I know he would have lost an eye, but summons Treasury of Knowledge, Volume Ye 11th. Oh God, I can't do all this reading first thing in the morning.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I am not reading. Not first thing in the morning, no. He is our Google.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it. Did
He
you
is
learn
the-
everything you needed?
He is our Google. And somehow they got all the books out. So the guys stormed the hideaway, planned to kill pretty much everybody, but old people and named characters, you know, got out perfectly fine. I don't know what kind of attack they were coordinating, but whatever. I only maybe saw one entry-exit point. I don't know how many people got away or how, but anyway.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on the dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again had you not taken his name and become our light in the
Had you
darkness.
not let us hear.
To Bene Me, the invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever. And here may it burn for 1,000 more.
If you need a book to help you sleep, might I recommend On the Mating Rituals of Mortals?
You need help sleeping? May I recommend mating rituals? No, seriously, there's a girl that wants you. Go get it. How was my week so far? Well, it's Sunday, so my week is almost over. And I'm always surprised by how quickly it passes. Monday? Ooh.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
I fear to ask how she uses the scalpel to remove a brand. Does she just
Could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Does she just very lightly scratch the skin? Let it heal, lightly scratch, let it heal, lightly scratch. Like her new hair? Yeah, everyone gets a little bit of a hairdo. But yeah, I'm always surprised by how quickly the week passes. streaming on Monday, Anime Monday cuts the edge off Mondays, and then you've just got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, you kind of know you have a stream on Friday, so you don't really worry about it too much. Alright, we gotta go back to the chambers. Okay, so pretty much every named character is alive.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern crown.
So who did we actually lose?
Serving girl, are you?
Actually, I haven't explored the other area. Read Gav's letter. We can read Gav's letter, but let me just explore really quickly just to see what we're dealing with here. Man, whenever there's wind, this area must suck.
This plank will have to be replaced.
Man, that's not such a bad thing. The carpenter's here. Backyard area. Okay.
Where did I put that sack of lime? Sack of lime.
That they bloomed at all is a blessing in itself.
We even have flowers. Oh god, this reminds me of Star Wars Episode 4. I hope they don't burn this place down. Hmm? We have a power general.
It's the water.
We have gardens. And it's generating power.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
I think we should purge them. Imagine... Huh? Oh, you're talking about the boats. There's a couple named characters that died like Kenneth. The guy who had you give out food. Oh no, he was one of the good ones! Wow, that is cruel. I'm not an expert on gardening, but I'm guessing something like this means there's always water? But not too much water? Nigel, head botanist.
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
At least they're not forgotten. That's a good thing. Foundations of Ballistian botany. Marble tendrils. After exercising from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5 turns of the sun until brittle to the touch. Grind in mortar and add to warm Karul milk to remedy gout, melancholy, and moon sickness. Caution recommended when harvesting as the host may grow disquieted. What was this? Head botanist, experimental record. Mixed equal parts first-rate vineyard humus from Gortland's bales with deadland soil. Of the 6 cutting planted therein, 2 survived to flower, only to wither and die within a senite. Even amalgamated with the finest imperial loam, the blighted earth is still affecting a nutritional deficiency. It might be remedied with some further source of nourishment, saltpeter or potash, or the dung of a racing chocobo. This shall be subject of my next round of experiments. So they're trying to see whether or not blight can be converted to fertile land, or if it's just effectively dead like ash. Huh. At least they're trying. I mean, you know, this is actually quite genius. How do you escape the blight? You get on a ship surrounded by water, and your soil's protected, unless the blight can somehow travel under the water itself.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
But half weren't, and their contents will see us through the season.
So if we somehow limit the population that's living here, we might actually have a sustainable society. And we might be okay through the whole blight thing. Meanwhile, the kingdom that relies solely on the slaves will die. Now, mind you, the branded will probably die first because they're underfed and overworked, but at least...
Good day to you, Sid.
We have a school for the children.
Charlie says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Well then hurry up and finish them. We need 3 for curling geese.
Oh god, it's math! It's found me again!
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
I'm out! I'm out!
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
Alright, what's up over here? Oh, what's here? Is this like a market? Or is this where just people chill? It's just a bunch of flowers.
What's the special occasion? If you think Jill won't mind.
Oh, everyone knows. Wow, exploring rewards you. Okay, so this is like the social area where people chill.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Okay, well at least the bases are symmetrical. Cool. Alright, so they have a nice society. And they're using like these, what are they called? They're not called pyres, they're called, oh, damn it, what are they called? Blazars? Blazars or something? Use fire from wood rather than magic from crystals. See, so they're not abusing crystals here. This is good. This is very good. Asta the hopeless romantic.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto.
Yeah?
You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Have you told him this?
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and
Moogle, I heard you got some nuts. Moogle's a drug dealer. I'm sorry, but they mentioned a lemon tart. Now I want a lemon tart. I'm like a child. People are like, when you get old, you won't be able to eat junk food and stuff like that. I'm like, that's exactly why I want to eat it now. I want to get so sick of it that I never want to see it again. But I don't think that is ever possible. I will always be a foodie.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's
Don't suppose you missed anything noteworthy? We just explored the hideaway. So, not really storyline-wise, but we did explore a little bit. So if you wanted to check it out. Ah! Jill's like, I'll just make myself right at home. Hey there. Clive's chambers. Oh, giggity giggity.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk. Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Where even is my desk? Reading table. Oh god. No! More paperwork! I play games to escape paperwork. Reading reports, letters, other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Ah! Jill, now bend over that desk, Clive. The Republic's play. Oh, thank God, it's not too crazy. The Republican army marches to the Empire and Twin side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you... Oh, sorry, first thing in the morning. I'll see you if you're done to wear upon my return. Poor Gav. Losing an eye is not good. You lose your depth perception, so... Yeah, for someone like him, it's... yeah.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Hmm? She's been waiting a while. How long?
Look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
She's pouring the wine.
5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid.
Wait, can't you just summon the
Your
Shiva?
body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
So they remember Joshua. In that moment, I mean. With Ultima.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
So they brought him back just to, like, bury him again.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
She's like, drink the wine, Clive. Drink the wine. She's like, I'm no longer flirting. I'm just getting you drunk. I'm done trying.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
I am so sorry, Jill. She's become an alcoholic. She's just like... Oh my god. She has to drink her troubles away. She's like, 5 long years. Just already. Joshua.
So the North is lost.
Joshua, can you just say hi to your brother or something, please?
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
I don't know. Maybe you should write him a letter. I feel sorry for the ladies in this game.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to...
She's gonna kill you.
Intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Otto once walked in on Jill spanking Clive and he's been traumatized ever since. Ha! Gathering storm. So if Phoenix...
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If Phoenix Down ends up being just like a little feather from a phoenix, and ingesting that resurrects the dead, and Joshua is the phoenix, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean.
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto. If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
I love how he just left straight away. It's like, we need to speak to Otto. It's like, but he was right here! Clive must have a high tolerance since you made him drink so many beers at the bar on yesterday's stream. You know what his secret is? He's never actually sober. The problem is Jill's developed an addiction herself to deal with, you know, the hardships. Or the lack of hard. Poor girl. Poor girl. Poor girl. I love how I had to run all this way just to talk to you. Are you that scared of that room? Really? Look at the separation here. Look, there are no shared walls.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
That or Ifrit burns the alcohol in his system before he gets drunk. So, what about Joshua? Does Ultima get drunk? Joshua drinks. Ultima's like, what is this swill? Stop drowning me in crap!
It's not that I don't trust Cole to do his bit, you understand? It's that I don't trust the Empire to show any of us any mercy if we get in their way.
Alright, Kupo, I need some of that, special stuff. You're wondering what this new board is. All in good time. It's your Christmas list, isn't it? You're checking it twice to see who's been naughty and nice. Yeah? Oh, she's always following us.
Martha is a survivor. We'll find her.
Yeah. It sucks because she's just looking after the bearers that are basically dying. And they still hate her for it. F Clive's mother. And not in the good way. I mean in the bad way. We are a revolutionary that has built his haven on the water. I like it.
Finish with that log. Welcome back, Sid.
I like it. And he's got his own, like, title. I like it. The Boatman. This is ominous.
Damn blighty bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
Wow.
Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so.
Tech must have pissed someone
we
off.
had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Someone finds you some pitch. What is this 10 green thing?
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Sure. So that must be the trees. Did you see one tweet that someone was like, Clive's father Johnny Depp, mother Amber Heard? That is actually very accurate. The father was a loving person. The mother was a crazy bitch.
Never been to Curltail Falls myself. Never seen a curl for that matter. Not that I want to. I heard they'll tear a man from to crown soon as look at him. Good thing all we need is some wax from a thorny pitcher. How hard can that be?
Someone here's a fan of Game of Thrones for sure. There's a lot of mention of in this part of the game. The blacksmith's like, he knows his hammer from his and this guy's like, now grab your and I'm like, oh my god. The first part of the game was just like, we're professional, we're good, we're nice. This part, they're like, Game of Thrones! Cool. Alright, continue, onwards. I mean, Benedicta told Hugo, you, in the first few minutes of the game before they're made out in the hallway. I mean, yes, true. I kind of forgot about that. It's kind of crazy. They got rid of Benedicta really quickly. I mean, I get she had to go, but at the same time.
Never been to Curltail Falls myself.
Alright, Curltail Falls. Where is Curltail Falls? 3 reads. Rising waters transformed once fertile farmland into noisome morass, rendering it highly uninhabitable to all but leeches and lizards. Martha's Rest, which is our main scenario. East Pool, which is where people died. The Dim. And we still can't go here, can we? This must be where his mother is stationed. And there's a mother crystal too. God, I want to attack it. But anyway, I cannot. And there's no more mother crystal here. And the whole capital is just abandoned. So much real estate abandoned. Yeah, I think there was a big complaint of the game that she died too soon. Lots of people wanted Benedicta to join the party. She would have never joined. That sounds whack. She did join. In spirit. See, we got her abilities. I think people need to be reminded that this isn't that type of Final Fantasy game. This is the adult version. Where people would rather die than join you. This isn't Pokemon. You can't just recruit all your former adversaries. Okay, the gamer inside me is telling me that I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. What is that thing? Oh, it's the guys covering themselves in oil. Did you know that there was a pharaoh, like the youngest Egyptian pharaoh, got his servants to run around him naked, smothered in honey so they could attract the flies? Crazy.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Watch this! And this is why I love this thing.
It's over.
Yep. Let's do that one up. See, this one's a tricky one to use. It's a tricky one to use. The thunder, you gotta use at range. Well, Clive stole Garuda from her and she was pissed and depressed. It's not like Clive asked for permission. And then she turned into Garuda.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
And then we killed Garuda. Hey, Garuda will be back. It's like a tailed beast. He'll be back in a while. But its Jinchuriki is dead. Ah, we'll be fine. Everyone gets a turn. This crab's like, what did I even do? The crab's like, what did I even do to you? And this is like the main mission scenario. I mean, we're already here, right? We've got a fragment of her power, but it's not like we can turn into her.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
Oh, no.
Fucking Imperials. If they hurt Martha, they'll have the whole rest to answer to.
So they were just after Martha.
They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
What do you think this is? The capital?
How do?
That all, is it?
Oi, look sharp.
Hey? What? Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
Can we attack already? We
Let's
can't
get you to a physica, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
So she wasn't the target.
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
Oh no.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will.
It was the bearers that were after.
Before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling.
Yep.
I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
So what's the rationale? Get rid of the bearers, get rid of the amount of people using the energy of the planet, meaning that the blight slows down?
This culling business. You don't think the Empire means to rid the land of bearers, do you?
Or monopolize on them.
What in the world is going on? Lads from the garrison all poured in, sword swinging, and took Martha away with them.
Well, this ain't good, that's for sure. Alright, we gotta walk there. So we gotta take a right.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Yep. So to go down the way we need to go this way.
Thanks for heeding the call. If only we got here sooner. We'll do what we can to help the injured, though.
And they called themselves our countrymen.
Yeah. Welcome to politics. Divide and conquer. Hey, that used to be your neighbor. No, that's an enemy. They can't even let the people that are just trying to die in peace die in peace. It's like, no, we have to kill them. It's like, but they're honestly dying.
Those horses touch an hair on Martha's head. I'll kill them all myself.
So we go left and then a bit to the right. Uh-oh.
Look. Up ahead.
Is that Martha?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Poor guys, they're literally on their deathbed.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Alright, F it, I'm just burning these ones. Not in the mood. Oh, how the heck? Fried chicken. Enough. Oh, go away, spider. Oh, damn it.
Farewell. Give me thunder.
Make it easy.
Oh no.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Yeah, there is.
No.
Damn it.
Where are the
I
black
thought
shirts?
you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offence.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Waken winds!
Alright, so I don't get a movement boost.
It's over.
So full of hatred that even the ones on their deathbeds aren't allowed to die in peace. Not a lot of ways you can go lower. Oh, trust me, they'll find new ways to go lower than that.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
What? Really? I needed to know, like, quest completed. Did I really have to get paid for that? I would have killed them for free. What's this green thing? It's something, like honor points. Gouge. Reduces gouge cooldown.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Remember how you said how much lower they can go? Watch, they're gonna go a lot lower.
Found her.
The abbot.
They literally turned to ash, protecting them.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Do you have that phoenix down? Well, he's just about to die.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid, where are you?
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive,
Yeah, he did.
he's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No,
Did you
they
just
didn't.
gather all the bodies in a sack?
But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Imagine that. They're literally dying. They're not doing anything. They can't do anything. And it's like, no, we're gonna go out of our way. Expend military resources to kill those dying bastards. It's the equivalent of killing cancer patients. They're like terminally ill. They are dying. They are bedridden. It's like, no, we're going out of our way. It's like, why? That's like a special type of FU. What happened to Clive's mother? Was she by a dog or something growing up? Jesus Christ, man. Like, seriously. Thinking about ignition is you have to actually guide it. That's the tricky part. You would think they would appreciate their bearers after they destroyed their mother crystal, but nope. They're probably just thinking the less bearers there are, the less people are using energy, the less blight there will be, the less everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. They also call themselves Black Shields and spouted that nonsense when Elvin, Clive's father, wanted the shields to protect all. Like spitting on his grave. More like pissing on his grave. Actively. That's probably her whole idea. Insult to injury. The guy's dead. And so not only is killing him enough, but you also have to desecrate his legacy. F off. I hate her. I really, really hate her. See, it's probably a good opening thing.
Yeah.
Come on. They have ranks? I is so confused. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger and faster, more ferocious than most. While fighting is always an option, defeating these notorious mucks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that can be used to craft new gear.
You think it's spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Fire and flame!
Nice try.
Help me, boy. Too slow.
me, boy!
Oh, Doom is not good. Ah, so that's where the shit on the ground comes from. I better not reset it. I gotta be careful while I'm fighting it. Yeah, using a new ability is not a good idea.
To me, boy! To me!
That wasn't so bad.
You didn't see that coming.
Well, that was interesting. Nah, she was already glaring daggers at Clive just because he said "Good day, mother" in the prologue, then called him worthless and a disgrace, and at the end of the prologue when Clive gets taken for slavery, just goes all in its right place. Think that was just her being horrible in general. It's not just that. If you're just horrible to people, or you consider other people lesser than you, that's one thing. But imagine conceiving a child, carrying him for 9 months, giving birth to him, and then treating him with such disdain. Despite him being well-behaved and a good kid. That is a special type of Amber Heard. Maybe the mom only cared about blondes and not dark-haired people. Maybe that's why she liked Joshua and hated Clive's dad. That could be correct.
That must be the bridge.
It is very possible. It is entirely possible. If he turns these remains into diamonds, I swear to God.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
I know that you bury the bodies and you burn them so you don't get things such as plague and disease, but can't we just throw them in a mass grave? I mean, F them. I guess I need to heal.
We've been speaking with the Blood Axes about how best to protect the village. We won't let this happen again.
Why do I have a feeling that you can't actually hold off Imperials?
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
I'd rather not bump into them again.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I feel like the prologue was really a kick in the nuts. Rosaria wasn't perfect, but you had a genuine good king and father. Murdoch as a mentor to Clive, Jill being more happy, slaves being treated well, and Annabelle just ravaged it all. The more I think of it, the more it comes to realization Rosaria was like the last good place. And all it took was one person to F it up. Especially as we go more into the story and see what the rest of the continent is like. Yep.
Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
You see, there's two types of people. You have Clive's father that's willing to sacrifice himself for his people. And you have Clive's mother that's willing to sacrifice her people for herself.
Mother's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
My gamer instincts tell me I have to check upstairs just in case there's loot. White-winged wonder. Yeah?
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
I know.
Martha needs your attention, not me.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by!
I'm gonna save just in case this guy swindles me.
You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
This guy really sucks at getting me to do a mission. It's like, here's this story and why it matters to me. And other people like me, but not really you. So like, you have to do this. I'm like, why?
Alright.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals.
How much you want to bet that's our chocobo?
You'll know her when you see her, right enough.
If it's
I'm
out,
sure I will.
If she's out,
good luck to you. And give those no good bastards a hiding from me.
If it's our chocobo, it's gonna be the white one without an eye. Alright, let's go find out. We're about to find out if our chocobo's still alive. Go, go, go.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Oh, is it our bird? Oh!
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Dying to a giant piece of KFC chicken.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
They all get zappy. Zap, zap, zap. And then we just finish him off. What dog? Oh, that was a big guy.
To me, boy. Help me, boy.
I like how this guy wasn't there to kill the Chocobo at the beginning. Oh, lightning. I'd like to think that this is just the loot that they had on them. Hello. Ah, it's missing an eye.
Now? White heart, I presume.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Do you know her, boy?
Oh.
Let's go.
Hug. 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 Hug, you heartless bastard.
It is you.
Hug her.
Survived.
Hug.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
So cute. I love the animals in this game.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems our pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
So cute.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Is this guy like gonna run all the way back to the town and run back here? Oh, are we gonna get a new Chocobo song? The eye patch! Punished Ambrosia, back from the dead.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind.
Oh yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You know what? F you. Oh, that guy was a bearer. F him. F you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
So you're a piece of shit. Ah, he's got a mark on his cheek. I'm gonna treat him like property. F you. Like, F you. Ah, hello, Demiosh. Thanks for resubbing, buddy. So you were watching the VODs, well, YouTube videos, and you're like, oh, he's live. Well, we're a little bit ahead because we played yesterday, but, like, we are. If you don't do side quests... Oh, if you didn't do his side quest, you don't get this side quest. This is why you do side quests, but people online would rather complain after having done 2 or 3. So, this is a reward for completing the chain, but you have to do part of it pre-time skip. So you can't actually do it if you haven't done it. And so people are going to be like, oh, I didn't get the Chocobo, this game sucks. And it's like, well, you didn't do the side quest. Why do I have to do side quests? It's like, it wasn't even that difficult. All you literally do is talk to the guy and go to the village where you were going anyway. Oh, but I don't want to waste time. It's like, then why the F are you playing a story-based game? I'm here to hack and slash. Go back to effing Fortnite. Ambrosia be like, kept you waiting, huh? You know, at first I was like, oh, it's just a hideaway. It's a haven on water. That's cool. Okay. Scattering the ashes in the water. Ambrosia punished and back for vengeance. It's like, okay. Okay. It's a few things. More than one. A bespoke saddle and blisters worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Keck. Chocobo unlocked. Yeah! Let's hear the Chocobo song. Mount up. After 18 long years, Clives has finally reunited with his faithful steed. Press R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia and mount a Chocobo. Ah!
Ready, go?
Meanwhile, Jill is like, I'd wish you'd mount me. I'm sorry, Jill. It's been 18 years and she remembers her master. Yup. Oh, this makes me feel important. And look at the detailing of her actually stepping. It's really nice. And you can hear the squishing. Does she leave footprints? She leaves footprints! Look at that. Oh my god, the detailing. I love it. And the squish. It actually feels like wet soil. So what if I do it on grass? It sounds like grass. I'm sorry, but the sound team did a phenomenal job in this game. Jill cucked by a silver chicken. Jill got cucked by a silver cock. She's like, God damn it. Love how it runs.
Time to fight.
No. Alright, this is cool. Where the F am I even going? I wish Jill would... I wish Clive would ride me like a chocobo. I can imagine her muttering that under her breath. It's like, oh, I'm gonna ride you tonight, girl. It's like, I would wish you'd ride me tonight.
Best
What?
off staying
What?
where we are for now, I reckon.
Oh.
They killed my fella.
You wanna go for a ride, girl? You never ask me.
Oi, look sharp.
Oh my god. The whole freaking fan base is thinking it. That's the funny part. The whole fan base. It's not just the girls, it's also the guys. Oh my god. Laughter is good. It is good for the soul.
Now, where's Gav?
18 years and the Chocobo treats Clive better than his mother ever did. Just saying. Animals are kind. Ambrosia, jealous much, Jill?
Gav should be back by now.
I love how we spawn here, because no one actually wants to go down to the dock. It's a tankless job. It's a thankless job.
Finish with that log so we can go.
And the side quests aren't even complicated. It was literally something that you would kill on your way anyway. It wasn't even that out of the way. It was like there.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
I'm just imagining Jill waking every night into Clive's chambers, walking every night into Clive's chambers with lingerie on, and Clive doesn't get it. He just thinks those are her normal pajamas. It's basically like Near Replicant, right? She's just basically wearing that the entire time. Oh.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as my old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Clive, you look nice, Jill. Good night. Nah, Clive totally gets it. It's just, he's pretending not to. It's game for him. Is this a jab at Dante being a virgin? Just saying. They're just continuing the legacy.
Yeah, Sid. How is it I never see you on the ferry? Ah, forget I asked.
Clive, just bend me over, Clive. Oh, do you have back pain? I can Tarja to heal you.
Depending on who you ask, this lake was either formed when one of the fallen cities plummeted from the sky, or when a giant worm dug a lair for itself. My guilt is on the latter.
Jill, come to my bed tonight, Clive. Later. Clive, already asleep in her bed. Poor Jill. Poor Jill. And she just follows him around.
Gav should be back by now.
She follows him around like a puppy. Poor Jill. Alright, this is a good little break spot, and then we can do the next mission. Oh, that was good. See, that was the right mix of story. It was dark, shows you more about what's going on in the world. You should probably kill your mother. And then you had a little bit of a side mission, which ties into the past, gives you a really good reward, all round wholesome. That was a nice mix. If you just did the story, it would just be so depressing. It's all just negative, 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 negative. Like, my God, I would get depression. Whereas like this, the side quests give you a little bit of positivity, which is good. I don't know. People just skip them for some reason. I'm sorry, but they make it too easy to make these jokes about Jill. They're awesome. It's like one of my favorite parts. Clive, Jill asked me to sleep with her. She must have some nightmares she needs help dealing with. You know what would be so funny? She's like, come to bed, and he actually gets into the bed. He's like, all right, good night, Jill. And he goes to sleep, and she's just like... She just gets undressed. It's like, oh, you feeling warm tonight? She's just like... just crying on the inside. Jill, slide your sword into my sheath, Clive, but my sword is too big, it won't fit. Jill is like, I don't mind. Oh, man. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. This poor girl's been cucked for like 18 years. Oh, alright, let's take a quick little break. Too slow, buddy! Too slow!